whiskers for face painting and other makeups, or bitter kitty. So to make the whiskers, first take lengths of fishing line, as many as you want there to be whiskers, and then melt the bottoms with the heat source, in this case I'm using a lighter, to make a nice little foot at the base of the whisker. And I do mean little. See how small that is compared to the penny? That little foot is to give the whisker grip to latex, which I'm adding now. The latex should be poured onto a non-porous surface, so like the glass glaze on this plate, a piece of metal aluminum foil. Now I'm adding cream makeup, the makeup I'll use on the face painting. I mix them together with my finger. Then I take little dabs and place them to the side to make the pad the whiskers will be inserted into. The edges won't be the thinnest because I've just taken it and dabbed it, but once you get comfortable with the latex, you can really work with it and make it almost invisible on the skin by having very thin edges. Now I dip the foot of each whisker into a little bit of latex, and then set it aside to dry. The latex at the base of the whisker can be adhered directly to your face, but they pull off very easily, and when you sweat they tend to fall off, and it's hard to get them facing in the direction you want. That's why I'm setting them into a pad. It also helps me keep them organized, so I don't lose them if I want to reapply the makeup again later. So here's about 45 minutes later. It's not dry enough yet. If you jump the gun and try to put the whiskers in before it's too dry, or before it's dry enough, look, they don't stand up, and then it leaves a nasty dimple that's going to be there throughout the drying process. So here I've waited about an hour and a half, where the surface of the latex is dry, the sides are dry, but there's still a little wet stuff in the center. That way, when I adhere the latex pads on the bottom of the whiskers to the surface of the whisker pad, they stick, but I can push them down into it so it makes a nice smooth flat surface. But how do you adhere the latex pad to your face? Well, here I have a piece of paper representing your porous skin. The latex is sort of sticky, but not really. To get it to stick to a porous surface, take a little dab of latex to start, and then apply it to your surface. In this case, since it's paper, it wicks away the moisture and it dries almost immediately. You have to wait a little longer on skin. Now watch what happens when I try to adhere the latex scrap. It's got a really tight grip, which is perfect for the makeup.
And here's a quick mock-up of what you could do with the makeup. Ben, smile. Smile!
No,
Why not?
because I'm a bitter kitty.
This is your idea.
Next time we're putting it on you.
No, we're not.